specific gravity. Next, direct shear test means obviously we have to do some test. Drainage conditions we have to see by using consolidation. These are okay. This is all part of practical consideration. The elementary profile of gravity dam, that is triangle with maximum water surface at apex. Obviously, if you see here, triangle means what? This is our retaining wall, and here triangle form will be there, and triangle maximum water surface at apex means what will be there up to here somehow water is full. Certain changes will have to made in this profile in order to cater in practical needs. Means what we can say, whenever we are providing some height or anything, what we have to do, we have to decide what is our maximum level of water depth. For suppose if it is crossing our water the maximum water depth value, immediately what we will do, we'll open the gates. When if we are opening gates means what, we are releasing somehow water. Okay, to decide this one means how much maximum width I have to provide and when I have to release the water. This all we will see in our, mainly we will see in practical considerations itself. Now, providing a straight top width for road construction over the top of the dam. Here we have to see, we are having two conditions. Okay, one is providing a straight top width for road construction over the top of a dam. For suppose exactly in this location, what we will do, we will provide straight top width means here at the top location we will provide for road construction over the top of the dam. In this location what will happen, like this our road will be there, underground we will have some dam. Whenever we will see dam somehow, there will be some way to walk upon the dam, providing a freeboard above the top surface so the water will spill over the top of dam due to wave action. Means for suppose here this is our road construction, and exactly in this location what we will do, we will provide freeboard. What we will provide, we will provide freeboard. For suppose up to here it is your road. Okay, at least it should be somehow, freeboard should be somehow less than that value, because for suppose due to wind what will happen, some waves will form, some waves will form in our water. Okay, now see this diagram. Now here what I am providing, here I am providing freeboard. Freeboard means that is nothing but monitoring, we can say. It should not cross that value. It should not cross that value. Means when a freeboard, the use of freeboard is up to freeboard level, the water level will be there. Okay, and below and above that one we will have some road constructions. Okay, now the addition of these two provisions will cause a resultant force to shift towards the hill. Okay, means due to these two provisions what will happen, some resultant force will be added to the hill location. Okay, now the resultant force when reservoir is empty was earlier passing through the inner middle third part. Obviously two conditions we have to remember, one is with water and one is without water. This will therefore shift more towards the hill, crossing inner middle third part. Consequently tension will be developed at the toe. Means what will happen, due to this freeboard. Next, coming to, due to this freeboard and top width whatever it is there, due to this what will happen, some tension will be developed at the toe location so that the dam will be safe. Means what here, due to this extra load and extra, due to this freeboard and road construction tension, due to this what will happen, some tension will provide at the toe location, some tension will provide at toe location. Okay, so the dam will be somehow safe. In order to development of tension, some masonry will have to add to the upstream side. Okay, means to control the tension what we have to do, masonry we have to add at the upstream side. Obviously where will be our upstream side, this will be our upstream side. In this location what we have to do, we have to provide some masonry construction which shows a typical section along the possible dimension that can be adopted for low gravity dam section. It should be checked for stability analysis. Means what will happen here, especially for low gravity dams, this will be more helpful when means at upstream side if you are constructing any masonry structure or anything, what will happen? Uh, Means with possible dimensions, when whatever possible dimensions we have, coming session we are having some formulas also, I will show that one. Okay, with possible dimension that can be adopted for low gravity dam section, it should be checked for stability analysis. When means we are providing some, what we are providing, some masonry structure we are providing. Okay, upstream side means this side we can say all this area is upstream side only. Okay, if you are providing here masonry means what, in down what will be there, in down location what will be there, soil will be there. Okay, means soil means we have to check stability analysis, means how our what is our direct shear test value, what is our drainage condition value, what is our CBR value. Okay, and what is our friction value. This all we have to do. Friction circle method we can use, Swedish circle method also we can use. Both conditions we can prefer here. Okay, this is the structure we can say. Sloper to develop the tension. Okay, all is common. Just pause the video and see these values all. Now, various considerations for fixing the perimeter dam section are as under. Means to fix these parameters, we are having two types. One is top width. The top width of dam is generally as per requirement of roadway to be provided. What I said, this is our dam. Here we are providing some roadway. Okay, and top width. Top width means exactly in this location we can say. Okay, means this one will be declared as per road highway provisions itself. Means based on highway provisions we will decide that value. The top width is 14% of dam height. Means how much width we have to provide. That is, for suppose height is say 10 meter. For suppose say the height is 10 meter, exactly 14% we will provide this top width. How much we will provide? 14% we will provide top width, and height is also taken as 0.55 into h into 1 by 2. How much height we have to provide? Width it is okay. Height also we have to decide. That height is formula is 0.55 into h into h power 1 by 2 is maximum water depth. Okay, this is our maximum water depth value. Usually the width varies between 6 to 10 meter. Here width it is there. How much width we have to provide? As per IS provisions, the width may vary from 6 meter to 10 meter. Okay. Now, freeboard. Coming to this location means how much freeboard we have to provide, we will see now. Freeboard. The upstream parapet of the roadway above the top of the dam usually is solid wall but does not form a part of freeboard. Means it will be like solid wall, like you can say whether you can make masonry structure or whatever it is there, it will be solid, and it is a maximum of 1.33 into HW. HW see here, whether it is H high or H low. Okay, now 1.33, no, 3 to 4%, usually 5% of dam height. Before what we said, before we have seen almost 14%. Now this one we have to provide 3 to 4%. Usually 5% of dam height. Okay, whether 3 to 4% you can use or 5% you can use, whichever is more. See the values, whichever is more, we have to decide that value. Okay. Now base width means exactly this base width, how much we have to provide, we will see. Now base width means this one. Okay. The base width of the dam shall be safe against overturning, sliding, no tension in dam body. Means whatever base width we are providing, it shall be safe. Means it should be, we can say, it should be safe against overturning, sliding and no tension. And one more thing I am saying, for this overturning, sliding and no tension, these are, we have to refer geotechnical engineering once again. Okay. The upstream face is kept to the height h by determined by trial. That is h1 is equal to 2a into sc minus s. Means what we have to do? This is by trial and base errors. Okay, trial and errors we have to make. We have to use this formula, that is h1 is equal to 2a into sc minus c, where a is top width of the dam and below height h1 batter is provided to upstream and downstream faces. Means h1 is this location. means to find this h1 is nothing but base width value. This h1 is nothing but base width value. Okay. Below h1 battery is provided to upstream and downstream phases to increase base width to view and ensure no tension develops in body of the dam. Means this h1 will be this side. Battery is nothing but some part of solid part we can say. For this, resultant force should be located within the inner middle third part or outer middle third part. Inner means inside, outer means outside. Okay. In empty and full conditions respectively. Obviously, this is our front view. Okay. If you see as per our dam, how will be there? Okay, somehow like 3D view we can say. Okay. And the resultant force whatever it is there, it is in inner middle third part or outer middle third part. Both conditions we have to see, both in empty and full conditions respectively. Okay, means here we have seen top width, base width and freeboard. Three values, what is the maximum value and everything we have seen. Okay, and this is our today's lecture. In next lecture we will see some design considerations. Okay, thank you students, take care.